Welcome to the most important QPR view that we've done all season. It's QPR against Preston. Jawad is back, and we've got our Preston fan Sam with us. Jawad, about a month ago, we were thinking QPR were safe, and now we are back talking about must-win games. How's the nerves?
Yeah, I've never been in the position where I've been confident that we're staying up. There's always been, we just need to beat Sheffield Wednesday. We just need to beat Hull. And we're in that same position now, but it's getting closer and closer. And the nerves are not good.
Welcome to the QPR view, Sam. You're here as obviously a guest to tell the QPR fans whether they can beat Preston or not. But Jawad, does it help, do you think, that Preston didn't beat Norwich because now they are out of any chances of playoffs? They have nothing to play for. Do you think that helps QPR?
I think it must help a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I was looking at that result as much as I was looking at the Birmingham game and the Blackburn game because I think when they've been kind of on the brink for the last 7 or 8 weeks, really, they've always had that little bit of hope, and I think it must take a little bit away from them when that hope goes. So we kind of hope Southampton beat them in the week, and then they kind of come to us feeling a little bit deflated.
Sam, would you jump on board with that point of view that this is a Preston side that going to rock up to Loftus Road with not really much to play for now?
Well, that's the thing. Hopefully not. I mean, you'll still have. That's the thing with Preston fans. You still have a good number of them travelling down that obviously want a good send off. But if you look at the patterns that we've had, really, with more or less every bar one I can think of season since we've been back in the Championship, there is a real recurring theme of as soon as the playoffs go out of sight, typically with about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, there tends to be a real dip in performances towards the end of the season, taking a real minimal point. So from a QPR perspective and, looking at the history of Preston in the last decade or so, it probably is a really good time to play us.
Okay. Jawad, were Hull just too good for you in the end? Actually, Hull fans said you started off quite well, actually, and you looked quite dangerous, but when the first goal went in, you caved.
Yeah, I think we're in a position now where you look at a game and your immediate reaction is that we were really poor. But I think in hindsight, I've looked at it and thought, actually, we're going to get lots of games where the opposition are just too good for us, and Hull were too good for us when they're signing players like Carvalho in January. We can't compete with that, and I think we just have to accept that the performance wasn't great, but we just played a side that on the day were much better than us. And I think Marty will be really good at kind of emphasising that to the players. And if we do go down, it's not going to be the whole defeat that's cost us, really. So.
Do you need favours from other teams now, or do you still see this in your hands? Beat Preston, and it's in your hands. Lose to Preston, and you've got Leeds, and then away on the last day of the season. You're going to need favours, aren't you?
I think if we win, then Wednesday and Huddersfield to overtake us would need 2 wins and a draw from their last 3 games, which I don't want to tempt fate, is quite unlikely. So I still think 1 win will probably do it, but we can't rely on the home form. We've won 5 games all season, probably going back to like October 2022. I think we've won 6 home games. So the home form's dreadful. So we can't even go in feeling optimistic about it. And I think over the last 3 months, the defence has been the thing that has kept us in with a shout. And now with 3 games left, we need those forward players to be the ones that actually win us a game, because they haven't done it all season. There's an awful stat that in the last 2 seasons, Lyndon Dykes has scored as many away goals for QPR as Seny Dieng has. Now, he's a goalkeeper and he left us in the summer. So you think if your main number 9 strikers got that record, the forward players need to step up, and if they don't, I fear for us.
Yeah, Lyndon Dykes hasn't scored in the league since 14th of January against Watford. He's played over 720 minutes since that match and not found the net. that simply is not good enough, is it?
No, it's not good enough. And I wouldn't mind the lack of goals if the overall performance was bringing other players into play, was winning free kicks for us. But he is contributing nothing. We could have played with 10 men at the weekend and nobody would have noticed. And I think he bought in Michael Frey in January as a bit of a panic buy, thinking, well, we can't do any worse than Dykes, and he's not really done anything. I think Sinclair Armstrong's a lot of huff and puff, hasn't really done anything. So I can't get my head around that he's going to be starting in the Euros for Scotland, because what we see is nowhere near good enough.
Dare we talk about Begovic, or should we just move on?
Again, I don't think the goals were necessarily his fault at the weekend. The second one, maybe he came out a bit too far, but the Plymouth mistake last week is the one that cost us. We were so comfortable in that game. They didn't look like scoring, and it was a horrendous goalkeeping error for an experienced keeper to flap it across like that and just drop it down straight onto Albert Adoma's head. I think come May the 4th, if we are down, I think a lot of fans are going to point the finger at that mistake. But there's nobody else to bring in. So the last 3 games he's starting.
Okay. Preston then are the lowest opposition the QPR have got left to play, with Preston in 10th, Leeds and Coventry are currently in 8th. This is do or die against Preston. Sam, Ryan Lowe away from home. It's been quite predictable, hasn't it? It's been very much keep it tight in the first half, and if you're still in the game, go gung-ho in the last 20 minutes. Do you see anything different?
I doubt it, really. I mean, I think a big thing with us, I can see happening towards the end of this coming season, a mix with, some of the young players we've got coming through that we can't really get loans for, and also the injuries we've got. I can see us fielding quite a lot of young players coming into this game. So whether that, comes with a change of tactics, it'll be yet to be seen, but I'll be very surprised, especially with the playoffs being gone, if we aim for any sort of different tactical model going for the last few games of the season. I think, QPR fans can expect us to be quite cagey, quite safe, quite boring, if I'm being quite honest, and then pushing on from there.
I was going to use a predictable rather than boring, but yeah, fair enough. But reasons to be cheerful. You beat Preston at Deepdale on that Friday night game back in December. You actually, I think bust a lot of coupons on that particular game, because I think that was the point where Preston hadn't been going too badly. So you can beat them. I think was it Willicks and Smith who were on the
we kind of kept it tight in the first half, and they brought on Ilias Chair at half time, and that kind of gave us the sort of impetus to go and win it. I don't think we can afford to be cagey on Saturday. I think they have to go out all guns blazing, trying to win the game, because the point's not going to do anything. And like you say, those last 2 games, Leeds is going to be tough no matter what their form is at the moment. And Coventry probably won't have anything to play for, but the last home game of the season, the atmosphere there is brilliant every week, so the players aren't going to down tools.
No, you have to win this one, and I feel slightly responsible on this, Chandler, because we have championed Marty Cifuentes all throughout the year. We've even nominated him for the manager of the season, I think, and since we've done that, there's been one win in 3. So Marty, if you've been watching, sorry, we still believe in you. Beat Preston, and you can put your feet up, can't you, for last two games? I suspect.
Just about, yeah.
Okay, let's get some score predictions then. Sam, you'll be one of the faithful travelling to Loftus Road on Saturday. You go first.
I'm going to think we'll start off cagey, and potentially whether the tired legs will kick in with a lot of injuries we've had. I can see QPR scoring a couple of late goals. I think we'll lose 2-0.
Okay, you've given hundreds of QPR fans watching this hope, Joad.
False hope. Hope.
I can't bring myself to predict the win. I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. Preston are a team we don't like playing against. Don't think our record's that great at home against them. I think last season they had Tom Cannon.
Yeah, that's the one.
Probably the best player that we saw at Loftus Road. 1-1. Maybe we'll get a late equaliser and push on, trying to win it. But I just can't bring myself to predict the win.
All right. All right, QPR fans, you know what to do. Comment below what's the score going to be. And also, if you are heading to the game, let's keep the positive mood. Let's keep encouraging each other. QPR can do this. We've not sat here the last 20 weeks.
It's been a roller coaster.
It has been. I feel like I've gone through it with you. I really do. Right, good luck. We'll all be behind you. Sorry, Preston fans. We want QPR to stay up. We need teams like QPR in this league. Good luck, Jared. Good luck, QPR. Good luck, Marty.
Thank you.
All right, we will catch you hopefully next week to preview the Leeds game. Oh, it's going to be nervous one.